Christmas, guys. I'm doing a review. And this one's a special one. It's my first figure from a line of really cool looking figures. And it's my favorite from one of the series. Yeah. So, what figure is it? Might you ask? Well, it's my first Beasts of the Mesozoic figure. It's the Pentaceratops. Now you're probably thinking, why did he choose the Pentaceratops? It's because I like it and it's cool. Yeah, but this is a massive box. Like, this thing looks awesome. So going over the box, you have the sleeve art, with the Pentaceratops on it, as well as another Pentaceratops in the background. Pentaceratops Sternbergi, as well as Beasts of the Mesozoic Ceratopsian series. My 19th scale dinosaur action figures. The box is too big to fit in frame. And that's because the Pentaceratops had such a large frill that they needed to make a custom box for it. Yeah, so on the back you have the preview of the collectible card, as well as the rest of the figures in wave 3 of the Ceratopsians. That's a Pentaceratops right there. So yeah, as well as what it contains, in case you want to know that. So yeah, that's what the box looks like without the cover. Definitely a lot more bland. So I'm gonna open this up and I'll be back in a second, which should be happening any second now. We have the Pentaceratops out of the box and it is amazing. Like, this thing is just awesome. So awesome that my iPad doesn't want to stay up to record it, because why would it when it is just this awesome? So why is it awesome? Well, just look at this. Like, it's probably got like the most vibrant and cool color scheme out of any dinosaur figure I own. Yet, like, it still seems relatively natural. Like, because it is based off an animal, which is the Amazonian horned frog, if I'm remembering that correctly. Another reason is because of the articulation, and like it's just got so much good articulation. Like, just like, it's got a bunch of it. Like, it's got it where you'd expect it, like the mouth, the shoulder, the hip, like basically everywhere you'd expect it. And then it's got places that you wouldn't, like the center of its body, so like at the base of like the hip bone. And like this joint alone, like, just makes it so much better than anything the Hammond Collection's made. And the color scheme and detail is just awesome. So yeah, it is awesome. And like, just look at this thing. Like, it's a unit. Like, the Hammond Collection figures are relatively heavy, but this guy, like, it is solid. Like, solid plastic. And it is just awesome to see, like, just like the whole thing. And the detail in it is amazing. Like, this is, like, it's just awesome. Like, it's got an articulated jaw and teeth in the jaw, like properly sculpted teeth individually. You can't see it because my lighting's bad, but I can see it, and they're in there, so you're gonna have to take my word on that. Like, can I activate torch in this mode. Well, doesn't matter. It's good. Okay? Good. Like, just everything about it is amazing. Like, the colours are great and stunning. Even the toenails are really well painted. And like, this thing is just amazing. Now I do have one thing to say though. Some joints are stiff and I'd recommend using a hairdryer to heat them up for a little bit, and just so you can get them starting to move a bit, and then move them a bit, and then you're good to go. It does come with the tail on attached. Heat it for like, it says 20 seconds, I'd recommend 30. With like a hairdryer on like the medium or high setting for heat, and like quite warm, so you can attach it easy, and less stressful. Yeah. Also, having a dad who is notorious for breaking posable things do it is probably not the best for your stress levels. But yeah, it's just awesome. Even though the joints are a bit tight on some of the parts, like the leg joint and the hip joint are good. Also, it's a bit noisy to move around the joints. And the neck articulation though, that's probably the best articulation on this thing. Like, just the smoothness that it moves with is just great. Like, the Hammond collection has good articulation in the neck. This guy, like, the frill almost touches the body. Oh yeah, and the frill is massive on this dude. Like the head alone is like as big as the frill alone is like as big as my hand. Like, I can barely cover the frill with my hand. Like, this thing is so awesome. Like, you need to get one. Yeah, like, it's just great on levels that I didn't expect it to be great in. Like, absolutely amazing. And just for comparison, here's Mattel's version, and by comparison to this guy, the difference is noticeable. And the Beast of the Mesozoic version is completely accurate, like, is extremely accurate to what we know it as. And the color scheme, just everything about it, like, it makes the Mattel version look like it should be sold in a cheap shop. And this guy isn't bad or anything. It's one of the better figures from the Mattel line, or one of my favourites. But this guy is just whole new levels of amazing. Like, I think it's my favourite dinosaur figure ever, if you haven't realised. Yeah, it's just that good. And I have the Hammond collection and Ankylosaurus, and Ankylosaurus is my favourite species. So, yeah, I definitely recommend getting this guy or any other Ceratopsian series figure. I'm unsure about the Tyrannosaurs, but I've heard they're really good as well. And depending on when you watch this, the Cyberzoic ones are probably amazing as well. Like, just everything on this guy, head to start of the beak to tip of the tail, is amazing. Yeah. So let me just get something down for comparison for size. Um, here's the Hammond Collection T-Rex next to it. And the piece of a Mesozoic Pentaceratops just makes the Hammond Rex look not that good. Like, they have like similar articulation in places, like the T-Rex is the only one with this joint, but the T-Rex, it can bear, like, for some reason mine doesn't like standing. This guy stands, and look at the size of the feet. I know it's quadrupedal, but the same thing's true about the Tyrannosaurs. Like, with the solid legs on, and the articulated ones. But like this guy is the center of the stage, and it is good. You need one. And this will probably be my only one. Probably not, actually. I'll probably get the best that he ever saw, because that thing's cool, and it goes with this guy. Like, it is awesome. Like, it just feels so good in your hands. And like it feels like amazing quality. Like, yeah, so I think that about does the review. I'm gonna go try to get the articulation to be a bit better, like a bit looser on some of the joints, like the leg, thigh bit, because it's a bit stiff. But I will see you guys in the next one. It'll probably be a stop motion with this guy in it, because it is too cool for me not to do anything about it. And I will see you there. But for now, like and subscribe. So yeah, bye.